Namaste and welcome back to Awakened Heart Yoga with Premaloka. So today we're going to work on a series of asanas from the Pawanmuktasana series. We're going to just focus on Pawanmuktasana 1 today. There is 2 and 3. Pawanmuktasana 1 is the anti-rheumatic sequences or series, and Pawanmuktasana 2 is the digestive and abdominal series, and then 3 other Shakti Bandhas, which are the energy releasing or the energy blockages series. So they're very subtle asanas, but they're extremely important, and they have a profound effect on the human body and the mind, and they're often overlooked, unfortunately, because they're not dynamic and they're gentle, and so therefore, especially in this day and age of yoga, people tend to overlook them, forget about them. But they are very powerful, and I'm bringing them to you today because I've been a little unwell, and you can do these series of asanas pretty much at any time, including even in bed. I've certainly done Pawanmuktasana 1 in bed on several occasions when I've been recovering from something and haven't been able to get back into my full sadhana. I don't get sick very often, so it's usually after childbirth or something, but you can use them at any time. And what I love about them is that they're also an extremely inclusive series of asanas, so anybody can do them, from the young to the old, to the advanced yogi, to the beginner yogi. So in an ideal world, they would be a part of all of our daily sadhanas before we progressed on to the more dynamic or advanced asanas, because they're absolutely wonderful at prepping the body and the mind. So they bring flexibility to all the joints, and they remove any trapped energy in the joints, and they also are very relaxing and calming to the mind, and they relax the muscles within the body, which is great for preparing for more difficult or advanced asanas. Also, they have a profound effect on the mind because they are quite relaxing. They send relaxing impulses that travel up into the brain and relax the mind, and so therefore they are great at bringing calm and ease to the mind, and therefore fighting dis-ease, disease and sickness. And done correctly, they help to keep all our systems in check, as well as our immunity, our endocrine system, and the autonomic nerves are fine-tuned with this practice as well. So as I said, it is powerful. I'm in a little bit of a recovery mode today, and I thought, what better practice to bring to you. It's only going to be about 15 or so minutes because I've spent a good few minutes talking, but I am going to do Pawanmuktasana 2 and 3 in separate videos, and you can combine them at any time. I usually add a little into each of my videos, at least one from the different series for you. So anyway, I'm going to ask you to come and start in Pawanmuktasana, which is this base position where you're sitting up nice and straight with a straight spine. You can bring the hands back behind you and relax a little onto your hands. The legs are slightly apart, the navel is engaged, the shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. And bring yourself to your breath. Close the eyes and just focus on the breath entering and leaving the body in nice long waves of energy. body relaxed and still, and the breath fluid and rhythmic. And then gently opening the eyes out along the floor in front of you. Now we're not going to do them in any specific order, just how they come intuitively to me today. And we won't be doing them all in each practice because that would take longer than we have today. But we'll just choose a few. So I generally start at the feet as the practice does. And I'm going to ask you, we're going to move into the ankles and the feet and toes. So on the next in-breath, I'm going to ask you to draw or push the feet down as if you're trying to touch your toes to the mat on the inhalation. And then on the exhalation, draw the feet back, the toes coming back towards the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and then just start to move into your own rhythm. Just breathe spontaneously. Make sure that you're aware of the breath and that the breath is fluid, long and deep, but you don't need to time it in with the retraction and the extension of the movement. And then pause. We're going to move into some rotations. I'm just going to widen my feet a little bit further apart, or my legs. And we're just going to start as we inhale, bring the toes in towards each other and rotate them all the way out to the side and start rotating. So the breath just becomes spontaneous again, and we're rotating full ankle rotations. So the knees we try and keep relatively still, and we try not to roll in with the knees. Just keep the knees relaxed and still. Really extend as far down as you can and flex all the way back. And then pause when the toes are pointed towards each other, and we're going to move in the opposite direction. And you probably may hear little creaks and little pops as we release energy and air that are trapped within the joints. I mean, that's really what this whole series is about, and that's creating the free flow of energy in the mind and the body. And coming to pause. And now I'm going to, there are a few more of the ankles, but we're going to leave that, and we're going to come up to the hands and the arms. And we're going to start with flexions of the wrist. You know, we use our ankles a lot in yoga, and we use our wrists a lot in yoga as well as in everyday life, and we definitely can get lots of trapped energy in our wrists. So bringing the arms out in front of you, and the hands, the fingers are just relaxed. I usually have a little bit of space between my fingers, and bringing the hands up so that the palms are facing away from you, and you draw the fingers back towards your head, and then exhale, release. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then just move into your own rhythm. Let the breath be full and rhythmic. and the action slow and deliberate. Go to the fullest extension. And release. And now we're going to do the rotations. So I'm going to ask you to place your thumbs on the inside of your palms and just wrap your fingers around the thumbs. Don't squeeze tight, just wrap the fingers around the thumbs. And we're going to start to rotate just as we did with the legs. Once again, the breath is rhythmic. And then back in the opposite direction. Keep the navel engaged. Try to relax the shoulders. If tension creeps into the shoulders, just breathe and relax the shoulders down away from the ears and release. So I usually move up to the shoulders and the arms now. It's a free flow for me, especially if I've been holding them up and I've created any tension up the top in my shoulders. So I'm going to ask, we're going to bring the arms back out, and I'm going to turn the palms facing me, and on the inhalation I'm going to bring the hands back to my shoulders, and on the exhalation I'm going to release. So as well as being for everybody, this inclusive little series is excellent for anyone suffering from rheumatism or arthritis, anyone suffering from heart disease or heart conditions. And then this time I'm just going to leave the hands here, and I'm going to bring the arms out to the side, and I'm going to bring my legs a little bit further in together, and we're going to do some lovely little relaxing shoulder rotations. And we're just going to breathe spontaneously, inhaling as we bring the elbows together, and then up, and then all the way back. And now we're going to pause when we come in the opposite direction. One more. That should feel lovely within your shoulder joints and sockets. And now we're going to just do a little gentle neck rotation. So I always say to people, never come to your fullest extension in the neck rotations. Always be really lovely and safe. So just come down to where you feel is, I'd say, about 90% of your extension. Don't push to the furthest, like the furthest extension you can with the neck. And so we're just going to drop the head, the neck down, chin towards the pit of the throat, and then relax the left ear over towards the left shoulder, and then it's as if you're raising the gaze to the sky, and then the right ear to the right shoulder, and away we go in these little gentle circles. Just be gentle. Breathe deeply, spontaneously. Your breath may start to slow down as you become more relaxed. Pause, chin to the pit of the throat and move in the opposite direction. Just so long as you're aware of the breath and it's lovely and rhythmic and full. And pausing. And then coming down now, we're going to come up and we're going to do a little bit of work on the knees. So we'll just do one little exercise on the knee. I'm going to ask you to come sit with your nice straight spine, draw your navel in, and we're going to do this little, it's a cycling sort of form of rotation with the leg. Draw the thigh all the way in, the navel is engaged. And then just start to, it's almost like you're cycling a bike. And then pushing the foot out along the front, and we reverse. Right leg and left leg, and we'll move to the right. Pausing. Both legs out long again. Lean back into your hands a little, the spine is still straight, a little bit of distance between the legs. And I'm just going to ask you to draw the kneecaps up towards the hips, towards the muscles in the thighs, and then release them. Drawing them up again. And release. Draw them back. Contract. Probably the word I was looking for. The kneecaps back and up and release. Once more. And release. And now leaning forward and taking hold of the left leg. Place the ankle and the foot over the extended right thigh. And we're going to move into a little hip rotation, work a little on our hips, Shroni chakra. So lifting the left leg up and place the left foot in the right hand and have the left hand on the left knee. And we're simply going to start to rotate the hip, the ball and socket joint in the hip. It's a lovely little rotation. It's as if you're drawing a circle with within your hip socket. And then pause, and we're going to come back in the opposite direction. And then pop your heel down. Now it may just be down here for you. If you feel and it feels right for you, and you can bring your heel up to your hip, do so. And we just do a little Adha Tatalyasana, so just a little half and gentle butterfly. So no pushing firmly down, these are just gentle bounces. Shouldn't feel any pain at all, just a little nice warmth, navel drawn in. And you can imagine how these are great little hip opening asanas. And working on your knees and your hips like this in Pawanmuktasana makes these great practices for sitting in meditation, so meditation asanas. And then we're just going to pop the foot up, draw the heel back in, and lengthen out along the floor, and we'll reach down and we'll take the right. And we'll move straight into it. So taking the right foot in my right hand. Tongue-tied, left hand. And right hand on the knee. And just starting to move into these lovely little rotations of the hip. Circles just small like this, or full like I'm doing. And I'm going to pop my ankle up towards my hip and move into my little bounces. Drawing the heel in, and we might as well finish today with a little butterfly. So draw the hips back in towards the groin, interlace the fingers, place your toes in the palm of the hands, draw down, lovely little length and to the spine, and a stretch to the back, shoulders relaxed away from the ears, and just breathing in and out as you draw the knees up and then push them back down to the floor and extend. Another obviously wonderful hip opener for you. Just gently stretching the legs all the way out long in front of you. Then drawing the knees back and taking a nice little wrap of the knees. Bring the chin onto the knees, close the eyes, belly on the thighs. Breathing in and out. And if it feels comfortable, stretching the legs out long in front of you and coming down and ending just for a minute with a little forward bend, pivot forward from the hips. Just come down to wherever it feels good for you. When you're ready, you'll just start to slide or walk the hands all the way back up, and you'll come down and relax in Shavasana. The arms away from the outside edges of the body, the thumb and forefinger joined. tuck the chin down slightly towards the pit of the throat. The legs are apart, feet splayed out to the side. The eyes are closed, the lips are together, the teeth are apart, and the tongue rests gently off the roof of the mouth. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale, ease any expression lines off the face. All the muscles on the face completely relaxed. Bring your awareness to your belly. Inhale through the navel, extend the belly, blow the belly up like a balloon. Exhale, relax, let the navel concave back towards the spine. And just continue on with this, deep inhalations and exhalations. Start counting the breaths back from 10. So Pawanmuktasana is an excellent little system and series for helping to maintain health within the body and the mind. And now there's no excuse not to do a little bit of yoga even if you're in bed. And I'd like to say that if it's time for you to go, gradually bring your awareness back to your body as you deepen the breath. Spend some time over on the right side before you come up. If you have the time, spend some more time on your breath. Start again, counting backwards from 27, and spend some more time with your breath. But I'd like to say, Hari Om Tat Sat. This series is complete. Thank you for joining me.